I am looking at my phone right now.
Right, and I am sending you a meme.
L. I am saying that out loud in, like, the most dead, monotone voice possible.
LMAO. And I am replying with absolutely zero physical enthusiasm.
Exactly. I mean, we are completely straight-faced while typing out these enthusiastic acronyms.
Yeah, totally blank expressions.
And you, the listener, you are probably doing this exact same thing right now, aren't you? You are lying with your thumbs. So today, we're doing a deep dive into decoding the secret currency of digital laughter.
Which is such a fascinating topic.
It really is. We're figuring out why our texts almost never match our physical reality. Okay, so let's unpack this. Why do we do it? Why lie with our thumbs?
Well, I mean, it definitely feels like deception, right? But from a behavioral standpoint, it's actually a textbook case of linguistic inflation.
Wait, linguistic inflation, like with money?
Exactly like with money. Think about how a government printing way too much money just completely devalues the dollar. It's the same thing here. Constantly typing out laughter devalues the words themselves. They literally lose their emotional weight over time.
But is it actually inflation, or, are we just throwing letters at a screen because we don't have facial expressions or eye contact to work with?
Oh, it's definitely both. But that absence of physical cues actually accelerates the inflation.
Oh, really? How so?
Because we lack eye contact and vocal tone, we overcompensate. Like, we throw a lowercase haha at the end of a sentence just to soften a statement.
Oh, sure. Like, I do that all the time.
Right, and you do it not because anything is genuinely funny, but just to be friendly. But over time, that constant overcompensation just strips the word of its original meaning.
Which creates this crazy arms race of enthusiasm.
Exactly.
So a lowercase haha isn't just cheap anymore. It's almost, like, dangerous. If I send you a joke and you reply with just a lowercase haha, I immediately assume you're being passive-aggressive.
Yeah, because you recognize the lack of effort there.
Yeah.
A lowercase haha requires zero friction.
Just a couple of taps.
Yep. It's often just a polite way to dismiss someone when you want to exit the conversation without seeming rude.
Wow, so it's literally the digital penny. Just worthless.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you want to prove sincerity in a text, you have to introduce digital friction.
Meaning what, exactly?
Well, that's why the all caps HAHAHA survives as a marker of a genuine reaction. You literally have to hold down the shift key.
That is so true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that physical effort, just that extra fraction of a second, it translates to empathy in a text box.
Right. And then what about the acronyms?
So acronyms like LMAO or LOL, they're just the baseline of friendliness now. They basically just mean, I know this is a joke.
Got it. Not that you're actually laughing. But, if holding the shift key is the baseline for empathy, it makes sense that we eventually just gave up on typing out letters entirely.
Oh, for sure. We shifted to pictograms to do all the heavy lifting.
Which brings us to the skull emoji.
Yes, the skull.
I mean, it's wild. We bypassed all the smiling faces and went straight to mortality.
It is a completely absurd evolution from a linguistic perspective.
Right. We all know the slang, like, you're laughing so hard you're quote-unquote dead. But think about the psychological leap there.
It's massive.
We have inflated digital laughter to such an extreme that literal death is the only concept strong enough to register as genuine amusement.
It really highlights how desperate we are to break through that digital numbness. I mean, when laughing out loud becomes a meaningless robotic greeting.
Right, when LOL means nothing.
Exactly. You have to escalate to non-existence just to prove you actually cracked a smile behind the screen.
That is deeply weird, but also makes perfect sense. So how are you, the listener, supposed to navigate this minefield without spiraling every time someone forgets the shift key?
So this is where high EQ texting comes in.
Okay, what is that?
Emotional intelligence in a digital space. It means recognizing that punctuation isn't the only metric for tone. If vocal cues are missing, you have to look at cadence and rhythm.
So look at how they text, not just what they text.
Precisely. If someone drops a lowercase haha, but then they reply in 2 seconds and immediately ask a follow-up question, they aren't insulting you.
Right, they aren't trying to dismiss you at all.
No, they're just typing fast. High digital EQ is about reading their behavioral rhythm and matching their overall energy, rather than auditing every single keystroke.
Man, that saves a lot of unnecessary anxiety. You just have to read the rhythm of the chat.
Exactly, just match the energy.
Okay, but as you all out there send your next text message, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Ooh, let's hear it.
If a skull emoji is the absolute peak of our current enthusiasm, wait, scratch that. If the skull is the peak right now, What bizarre, totally unrelated symbol will we be forced to use 10 years from now when the skull suffers its own inevitable linguistic inflation?
Oh, wow. That is a terrifying thought.
Because no matter what picture we end up choosing, I guarantee you we will still be staring at our screens, perfectly straight-faced,